I think I just saw somebody. Okay. It's out there in the backyard again, the Pillsbury Doughboy. Hello everybody, welcome back to Vane. Today, I have got plans and strats. Strats and plans. First things first, we probably need to eat a little bit more food. We are still satiated, and I would like to keep us satiated. Let's go to cooked, or do we do the fried rice? I think we do mac and cheese. Eat that. Ate a tasty meal. We're very hydrated. We're doing well. I've gotten everything cleaned up. We've got all of our water containers filled except for the kitchen sink. I'm going to leave that one open because, I don't know, this is probably going to be where I wash myself rather than in the bathroom. And it just seems like it would be kind of odd to wash myself into the water that I might be drinking later on. So we're going to leave that open. Let's see, we are good on, I think, everything else. I need to put up a couple of scrap bits. Speaking of which, we tested it yesterday. I put out all these containers whenever it rained, and they started filling up, which is freaking awesome. I'm just gonna say it. In my last episode, I was looking through the garage to clean it out and everything, and I found the key to this vehicle, which was very freaking cool, dude. Do not touch my car. You know. Yeah, the Pillsbury Doughboy, I should definitely be poking him with the marshmallow on a stick. Slap him. Oh. There's a whole tent and everything. Hello? How you guys doing? I'm here looking for wheels. Not that I need additional cars, but you do have a key. Hang on. And you work, apparently. There's gonna be a time whenever I'm worried about my mechanic skill. Here. And at that point, it would be nice to have a whole bunch of vehicles that I can pull back to my base and work on them. That way I'm in the confines of my base instead of having to be out here in the middle of all the stuff and the things. Lady, I don't know what's going on with that hair, but it's crazy. Tame that. I'll also take all of your rotten stuff. I do have a compost bin that I need to fill up. Ah, you have a key. There we go. 42% on... Aight. Yep, it's definitely the other truck. I got in and out of that truck and it didn't make any noise, but I bonked it a little bit with something and... it is lightening out. You know what? Well, everybody's focused on that. Can I get in here? Yes, I can. Wow. That one's gone out and this one's still making noise. Oh boy. Who would have figured the city hall would be set to alarmed? Okay, let's just give it a couple of minutes and let it calm back down. I'm pretty sure the zombies are gonna sit in there and break all of the doors, which, you know, may not be a big deal. I need to be crouching in order to search your pockets, lady. You know what I was thinking? I probably should have tried to kill you first. Slightly exerted. Okay, let's go take care of these bad guys that are back here for this. I need to see about making myself a workbench. I think I have the ability to. I should. And I can put some nails through my baseball bat and it actually lasts a whole lot longer. Uh-oh, I'm tired. Yeah, that's right. I didn't actually sleep. I worked all the way through the night. Okay, that one's not open. Not open. Let me check this. You have a key. Do you work? You have 10% in your tank. That's fine. Whenever I finally have the want to try and work on that, I'm going to have lots of vehicles to pull over to the base and work on them. Is that ever going to go out? I wonder if I have to go find the thing, like turn the breaker off. That would actually be immersive. That might be what I need to do. I'll come back out here and check all of you guys' pockets later. I need to go in here and find what it is I'm looking for. Whoa! Okay. Probably should have done that as soon as the alarm went off. Okay. Breaker, breaker. Breaker. Breaker box. Ahaha. We didn't have to turn off the breaker box, but that probably would have worked too. Hey. I'm trying to investigate this place. Aim for the head, Liz. There you go. I am very tired and very exerted, and I just want to go home. You guys need to stop your things. Okay. Now, is there a reason to actually come in here? Jewelry scrap, I'm not sure exactly what those are going to be useful for, but I will pick them up regardless. A few more batteries. Stapler. Okay, not a whole heck of a lot in here. A couple more lockpicks. So far, I have found lockpicks and batteries in here more than anything else. Of course, there's a lot of paper in here if you need paper for something, but... and there has been a few magazines. Okay, I think that's it. We have finished. I was just mostly, like, curious out of this area, and all I did was manage to get myself a whole lot of attention. There is one more area I have to check before I can leave. I have to check this area back here with the tent. I have to know. Oh, it's a tough lock, too. Hang on, let me check the other side. Thought I heard somebody behind me. Tough lock on that one, too. I can't open this. Okie dokie. We have gone through this area. The only thing that I really found was a whole ton of batteries. I really found a good listing of batteries. And then some lockpicks and a few cars. So... I think what I'm going to do to make things easier is just to pull the cars towards the edge of the road. If this was multiplayer, it probably wouldn't work, obviously, this way, or in a survival situation, you wouldn't do it that way. But for this particular purpose, I don't necessarily need to pick up all the cars right now. Heck, I don't even have room for all the cars in my area, so I might as well just, like, leave them there and come back and get them whenever I'm interested in, you know, working on it. I can just park them across the street when I'm ready. Okay. I'm waiting on that thing to finish up. It should have enough water to continue growing. What I want to do is go over here, check on food and maybe some flower pots and a couple more tools. There's somebody in here. Bring them to the door. Hello? Hi. There we go. You got a nice sized kitchen. Let me close this door. Pick this lock. Okay. There we go. Hey. Okie dokie. Looks like the house is clear. Let's do a really quick run through. I think I just saw somebody. Okay. It's out there in the backyard again, the Pillsbury Doughboy. This is the house right across the road from me, so I will go ahead and fill up their stuff. If they happen to have anything else that I can do. I will need nails. I plan on fixing a whole lot of stuff, so a couple more batteries. I will definitely need those. Go away, man. I'm trying to be serious here. You over here peeking through the window and being weird. What you doing, weirdo? Now then, do you have anything? Yes, I can investigate to figure out if it built it. Nice. Put it over the fence. There we go. Yeah, my hair. Now I'm also curious about whether or not those are going to hold water. Okay. I think I have finally cleared my entire inventory. That took a second. Now then, we are satiated. We are very hydrated. I say we go find something else. I do want to continue looking at these houses, but I can do that towards the evening time when we've got, you know, just like a couple of extra hours. I can go out and look and, you know, just see what I can see. But right now, this thing is at 35%. Let me go ahead and put some gas into it. I have no idea which side it is. It's probably the other side then. Yes, it is. Dadgummit. No, there we go. Really trying very hard not to hit the zombie. As much as it would be fun to hit the zombie, I do not want them breaking my vehicle. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get this one filled up. We probably need to have a whole bunch of vehicles that are also filled on gas. I would assume whenever the electricity goes out, this area would be cut off from power as well, unless I can get a generator here. Can we do that? I know you can do that in Project Zomboid. I don't know if we can do that here. I know generators exist, I don't know whether or not we can get one and use it here. Look, there's other stuff back there. Hang on. There's no key. Okay. Let's check these vehicles. I'm liable to make a bunch of noise. Is there anything ever on top of here? I don't see anything. Oh boy. No, don't fall down. I knew what you were trying to do. Okay. Nothing? Okay. How about you? You do have a key. Oh, you need work though. Alright, what else? What do you... No, don't push. What am I hearing? No, don't push. Don't push! Open. There we go. You need a battery? The chassis is pretty bad too. We may not be able to fix this one. Okay. Not exactly the choice I would make. I would probably hit you with the top part of it. Just bonk you on your noggin. Flashlight. And in this area. Okay, okay. Well, this vehicle right here is probably worth looking at. Only if I found a key though, obviously. Locked with a standard lock. I could probably pick this one. You have a bad guy in here? I don't see one. Let's see. What you got? Spray paint? You know what? Spray paint may not be a bad idea. That way we can mark the places that we have been. Dirty oil? You know, this is right up the road from me. I might actually make this kinda sorta part of my stuff and things. You know, like bring my stuff over here to fix it, you know? Awesome. All that banging she did, I opened the door and that's what causes everybody to come in here? Hi. You guys are trying to get it too, huh? Dude! There we go. I appreciate you guys trying to help. Hold on. Cannot hit you, huh? Okay. Usually has gin in it. Why is it partially drank, though? You telling me someone took a swallow out of it and then just put it back on the shelf? Large water bottles. That's a regular water bottle. I reckon I'll take that too. It's a much better idea to cook food, even if it's just like a canned food. Your character gets a whole lot more food out of it. Though there is one thing that you can have your character... standard lock. Your character gets to where they get comfort from junk food. I don't currently have that on my character, but thinking about how I currently am, I would say, yeah, that's probably authentic. Getting comfort from junk food. I think the problem is it gives you a stomach ache or something like that whenever you eat cooked food. Which doesn't seem like me. Our soda bottle. I'll take the large bottles of water, or large bottles in general, so I can add water to them. I'll take the gin. You never know. The mood of our characters might become a bigger problem later on. I have not played long enough to find out whether or not that's actually a problem, in which case we may need some alcohol for my character to sleep at night or something like that, you know? Okay, that's a whole bunch of cans. Debit card. There we go. Select that. 476! Dude, that's so much! Apple, waffles, ice cream. Locked. Tough lock. I can't get into that one. Standard lock. I don't really see a reason in getting into these. I haven't found a use for that stuff yet. I don't think there are NPCs for us to trade with, so I don't think they're useful as of right this second. They will likely become very useful, you know, after... Hi. Hell no! Uh-oh. Let me get back inside my head. There we go. Okay. All-weather tire. Sure? I go put that inside the vehicle, though. I am so incredibly overcumbered. That's a heavy tire. Parcel, unpack. We got a dart out of that one. And a bit of ammo. Who said that? Must be inside the building. He's on the building! Never mind. Found him. Metal brackets! There we go, I can make a door. Locking pliers. I need to get these things out of here because I want this container anyway. Question, how in-depth is this? Because you could technically, assuming there's no oils or anything like that, or wax on them, cardboard scrap can be used in your compost. As like a carbon. Typically whenever you're... No, this game's probably not going to go that much into it. Typically when you have rotten food or something, that is a... It's considered a nitrogen. If you have like dead things like dead leaves, carbon, paper, other recyclables that are of dead things, those are considered a carbon, and you need a combination of both of them in order to make good compost. So I'm just wondering what all can and cannot go into your compost bin. I probably need to take this back to the base, and if I find another one... I was slowly sliding down. There we go. If I find another one, then I will bring one over here. Okay, so that's everything, I think, and I did not, sadly, find a vehicle over here that I could put out for us. But our tank is full now. Nice! We got both of our vehicles with full tanks. There we go. Stop touching my vehicle. Pimple ass triple I. Ew, 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 ew. Why, dude? Okay, and no, I don't think so. No tours. I haven't even gotten the garden going yet. You got your friend with nasty hair coming down. Are you done growing yet? Looks like you are, which means I can remove the dirt. Okay. Now I need to add... wait, wasn't there soil over here somewhere or something? Jake, I can clear a fence and come after you. Okay. I keep thinking I'm somehow or another gonna be able to get the mushroom. Does that need bandaging? Should heal on its own. It's infected. What do you mean? Okay, don't actually have an antibiotic for that, but what I could try and do is clean it. Pick everything up. I'm gonna have to do a quick drop-off and start looking at people's, bathrooms and stuff to see if I can't find an antibiotic before that gets, you know, bad. And some whiskey. Can I use whiskey to put it on my wounds? Hang on. No. I should really be able to use this like alcohol. Definitely. Wait, what was that? Why are you in there? Let's go for 4. 4. 4. There we go. Door's just open. Nothing. Latex gloves. Hair dryer. Ugh. Okay, nothing. And you know, just in case. Cooking oil croissant. Hey, can I make a peanut butter and jelly croissant? That would be awesome. Banana, egg tray. Large water bottle. I don't really need any more gin, especially if you can't use it for... I can take the kettle. Especially if you can't use it to sanitize things. Sauce pot. I already have a sauce pot. I just need a pot. There is a pot that I am missing, I think. Cannabis. Dude. Investigate. There we go. Investigate that. Cool. Can I do this one? No. I need a level 35 at construction. What is my stat on my construction right now? 26. Okay. Sorry, ma'am. Is this your house? It sucks, and I found your cannabis. You're under arrest. Oh, it's not even saying it's infected anymore. You know what? I'm not in a rush then. Let's go check. Okay, okay. It's fine. It's fine. I do need some more containers for all of the loot that I am bringing in. I've got to start learning how to... There's nothing in here. I've got to start learning how to craft that stuff into things that I need. I think the first step would probably be to make the workbench, right? I got 624, and I just read one of those books. Let's go do one more house before we go back. Ugh. Hello? Housekeeping? You need one. Uh-huh. She's gonna sit behind that door and do that, huh? Ow! Cheats! Oh, I did not even open that one. There was cannabis hiding. Did I find the weed side of town? I guess I did. Okay, and put that down. Hopefully we can keep from attracting too much. Fill the tub up. Not every single house has a tub. I'm gonna do this. I may or may not at some point have to bring my barrels around in order to fill those guys up. Just so I can water my garden. Welding helmet? You know, I might need a welding helmet. We can actually do welding and stuff like that, so it stands to reason we actually need that. I'm not sure if we're gonna have a need for fireworks, but maybe if there's like ever a time whenever lots of bad guys are coming and I need to distract them. I'm not sure that I'll think about it, but I mean, it's there in case I do. That's a lot of batteries we have found. That's a pretty good amount, actually. Which means we need nails and wood scrap, and I am pretty doggone sure at this particular point we've got plenty of both. There we go. I say we place it... right there? Nice. Do I have nails left? Nails, yes I do. Metal brackets, hammer and basic pliers. A flathead screwdriver, a hacksaw, some heavy staples, tongue and groove pliers, nails, wood scrap, screws. Mini sledge? I'm not sure if that one counts. Yeah, it does. Now it needs iron scrap, and I can make metal brackets. Aluminum. We'll take one of those amplifiers and put it in there and see if that opens anything. Electrical cloth. Jewelry, sure. It's a whole lot more screws. It can only hold so much weight, so I need to be careful about putting anything in there that doesn't need to be in there. Okay, metal brackets. Get me 2 more. 3 more. Okay, and then... build. What else did I need? Fortifications. We needed... metal brackets, nails, wood scrap, and planks. Now can I do a door? Yes, I can. Nice. Finally have a door in my house again. We've got that. And a baseball. I'm not sure whether or not I should be using the hoe for anything. So far I have not found a use for it. Like if I was to go over here and do this, if I... yeah, it doesn't give me any options to use it on there. I have stats. Okay, I'm doing the thing. I know I said, I think in the last did I say it in the last episode? I wasn't able to make the UI any bigger, so I'm gonna have to read off, or editing Liz can actually show a zoom in. Acrobat is 50% less tiredness from jumping. These are all agility. We could bank it for the later on level. XP is related to the task is increased by 25%. You get 30% less tired when sprinting, or continue sprinting while 100% tired no longer causes pain. I think I get less tired overall, and then probably unstoppable for the next one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for being here with me with this game. It's been amazing, and I can't wait until our next one. We're going to start building up some resources and outfitting this area. I need to find some place where I can get some soil. That is the next step, because we are, after all, a farmer. I need to find some places with some more farm plots, some building farm plots, some more soil, the whole 9 yards. I will see you then. You have a wonderful day off that, and you stay shiny. Bye!